Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. How's everyone doing? Welcome to our weekly planning session, where we use this as an accountability group as well as a planning group to ensure that we are making progress on the things that matter to us. Let's see. I saw Elizabeth and Rita. Hello, hello. And I saw, let's see, Lisa. Hello, hello. Judy. How's everyone doing? Let's see. I got a hello and a hello from Rita and Elizabeth. And I am ready from Elizabeth. I love that. A hi from Lisa. Let's do this. I love that energy. That's perfect. Hey, Elaine. Let's see. Hi, all. I'm ready to plan. Just need a coffee. I hear ya. I've had a third of a cup. Judy, me, especially since I have Monday and Tuesday off this week and the weather is finally fall-like. Oh, love that. Yes. We're going to get a tiny mini little heat wave for the next few days. We got 27, 32, and I think a 30 for the next few days. So, but that's okay because I'm longing for fall, but I also, we know we only have a short window for summer, so I'll accept that. Let's see, Elizabeth, I'm doing well. I got to go out to lunch with my mom today, which was lovely. I love that. Hey, Phyllis, welcome. Okay, guys, we're going to dive right on in and we're going to get our week planned. So we're going to start as we always do, without looking at any of our planners. How do you think you did this week? How do you, did you show up for yourself? Did you get the projects done that were important to you? Or did you let all the life things take over? Did you let everyone else in your life demand your time? And did you leave nothing for the things that matter to you, for your creative selves? Let's see. Hey, Heather. Hey, Inka. Elizabeth, when fall comes, I start to miss summer. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things, right? Summer, we complain about the heat. It's like, oh, this is too hot. And then it's like, fall comes, we're like, rain. Heather made it. Awesome. Inga, hey, everyone. Let's see, Elizabeth, I love the summer heat, even though I like the fall colors. Oh, that's a nice philosophy. Yes, very nice. Okay, guys, let me know. How did you think you did this week? I know that I have not honored my writing goal as much as I should have this week. I did end up getting a cameo for, so I was playing. You could say it brought me joy because it did, but did I pay enough attention to my writing goal this week? Been wanting one for years, so it was like couldn't resist, and we've been sort of talking about it, freezing at some other things. Let's see. Elaine, I had a good week, but it was pretty chill. I was giving myself a little time off. Sweet, I love that. Elizabeth, I'm going to finish my Kanban board later today, and if not, I'll finish it tomorrow. Perfect. Yeah, I went through and I printed all the goal pages, so I worked out the goals sort of on just rough paper, and I'm going to actually start putting it in the planner. As you guys know, I'm doing the Stella GB6, so I have to kind of print anything like that from the HB90 planner, but I know I don't. The disc bound is annoying me, so I'm not going there. And then, and I did finish my HB90 planning. Woo! That is awesome. Congrats, Elaine. This was great. It was very productive, a balance with personal projects, work, and writing. Also caught up on some household projects as well. Awesome. Elizabeth, I did get to chapter 2 of Giraffe 2 completed. Well, that's very good. Let's see. Heather, mixed bag. I did get some things done, but a couple I didn't touch. Sounds like where I was at. Rita, I had a good week. Wrote new chapters, but only one day of accounting. I decided to only include it sprints and other important activities in my schedule. I like that. That's actually a good idea. If you clutter it up too much, then it becomes overwhelming on the page, right? Let's see. Elizabeth, I found a lovely notebook at Target yesterday. The notebook has a lovely quote on it. What is the quote? Be sure. Inka, I've had a great week. The only thing I didn't get done was the physical Kanban reset. I think I am in a good place. The Kanban board is on the wall, guys. It's on the wall. It's mounted. It's ready to go. It's cleared of the stickies I did for the writing goal, the only goal that actually went up there during Q3. So now it is nice and blank. It's ready to go. And I simplified it back down to 3. So I can figure out, instead of trying to do the 6 goals, I liked the 6 goals, but at the same time, it was a little overwhelming physically in trying to put something like that up there. Let's see. Yes. Yep. Less overwhelming. Ed Kratz fireworks. The fireworks would go to the hubby. He's the one who put it on the wall. But yes, let's do some fireworks. I love it. Let's see. I love you guys. You're so much fun. Let's see. Phyllis, congrats on putting your Kanban board on the wall. Didn't take any time at all, right? I mean, small victories, right? Small victories. We're all about our small victories here. Elaine, I was waiting because I had so many stickies left, but when Sarah said she puts her last week or 2 into her planner, it was a light bulb moment for me. That is genius. That is such a good idea, because then it allows you the space to reset. Ah, I love that. Let's see. Elizabeth, you were created to do good work that empowers and inspires, liberates and transforms, restores and softens. Yes, work can be hard as it was meant to be. The verb itself calls us into action. Oh, good quote. And that was on a notebook? Oh, lovely. Beautiful. Phyllis, I try to limit my goals to 3 or less. That way I don't get overwhelmed. I just split them down because they were sort of, I was trying to cram them into 3, and I think that was my problem, was that for that. And I've realized that I was putting certain ones in there. They didn't belong in the goals. So I wanted them there just so they'd be on the page, but they were more the other category, and I should just done the other category, the stuff that's the supporting things that we do, right? You know. Let's see. Elizabeth, rejecting passivity and demanding sustained effort. It provokes, agitates, and disturbs, but this work, the call for justice, is good work. It defends the oppressed and frees the captive. It tears. Wow, this is incredible. This is on the outside of a... Usually you get like 3 or 4 words. Okay, guys, let's dive in. We are going to take a look at our planner. So pull it out, whether you have a paper planner or if you're using digital on your iPad or something, whatever's working for you these days. And face it, if any time that you need a change, if your paper planner stops working for you, try digital. If your digital planner stops working for you, try something like Notion or Trello or something. Do a little change up, because sometimes we need that, right? We do need the change, right? Let's see. It tears down walls and destroys barriers. It changes things. So when you're feeling weary or hopeless or spent, remind yourself that the darkness is being flooded by marvelous light. Yes, this is work and it is good. Daniel Coke. Wow, beautiful. That is gorgeous. That is an absolutely beautiful quote. I'm going to take a photo to make it easy to actually see it right now, as it's on the entire screen. And I could just take a shot here. There. And can I read it? I can read it. Cool. I have to refer to that. I love that. I gotta make a page or something with that. Phyllis, I do a combination of paper, digital, and electronic Kanban. Sweet. Yes. And that's why you're supporting yourself all the way around, right? Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our first panel. So our weekly review. So always celebrate your successes. Acknowledge your failures. Accept the challenges that come your way, and your biggest distractions, because they equal life, they equal family, they equal the outside world coming in, because they don't realize that we're trying to do our writing time or we're trying to work on a video. They don't know. Note your best fixes. Make a list of that. That way the next time something happens, you can refer to it and jump right back on in. And then you also need to figure out what needs to be carried forward into next week. Let's see. Phyllis to Elizabeth. Thanks for sharing the quote. Inspiring. Very inspiring, yes. And you're welcome to Phyllis. Okay, guys, let's get our 2-minute timer up and let's look at our planners and see how we really did this week. And we probably did more than we gave ourselves credit for, which is normally what happens. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, which is, where is my timer? Hold on, there she is. Okay, 2-minute timer and go. Let's look over and do our weekly review and check marks, swipe things out, not the word I'm looking for. Whatever it is that you want to show, the best way to show what has been done and what you still need to work on. Okay, 2-minute timer, guys, and go. Weekly review. Okay. So how did you guys do? Let's see. Rita, success, writing new chapter, writing notebook, and start a new writing journal. Perfect. Keeping track of those sprints and what I did. Love that. Challenge, only accounting for one morning, one I wanted to do two. But progress was still made, and what was the did you have a good reason for only doing one instead of the two? Because if you weren't feeling well or anything, don't want to burn yourself out, you still need to give yourself the rest you need. Elizabeth, the start of draft 2 was slow going, but I do have 2 chapters finished. I'm going to sneeze, guys. But I do have 2 chapters finished, and now I know what to focus on in this draft, which is the developmentals and not as much on the prose, which will be focused on in draft 3 and or draft 4. Perfect. I love that analysis. Heather, food for the youth group is almost finished. I spent time with a friend I don't see often. I didn't get any work done on the house. I did hit and miss on the writing. Wrote most, but not every day. That's not too bad though. It's pretty good. Because you had a large task you had to get done there. So that actually sounds pretty good. That sounds like success to me. Rita, lots of tarot and self-care for me. library programming, working on ideas with fellow member and mom. Sweet. Elaine, I changed around some professional relationships for 2023, which I hope will allow me to write and publish faster. I planned a pet load for Q4. Oh, so this is your light one, eh? Let's see, Elizabeth, a challenge I had this week was that I had a couple of afternoon migraines, which derailed my ability to work on my Kanban board. Oh, yes. But migraines are not to be messed with, so give yourself the time to deal with them, because they are not a headache like most people think they are. They are so much more. They're so much worse. Let's see, Helene, I did not get much writing done, but I did start a new novella for a Christmas release, which I'm loving to see, which is a success, as I knew I wasn't going to get the book done, but that I had planned for December. Oh, that's actually smart. I like that. You're switching gears to something that you can successfully get out in the quarter. I like that. That's actually really smart. Sometimes the book just says, I need more time, and you have to acknowledge that. It's just that simple, right? Okay, guys. Let's see. Avoiding what, why, does it still matter? Make it priority number one if it does, and free yourself of it. Let's see. Inca got away to see my daughter last week, giving me time to reset. Had some great breakthroughs with my cover designer. Nice. Felt a bit icky midweek, which knocked me off kilter for a day or so. At least it stayed in the icky category, and you weren't fully out, right? Feeling success, explored some writing tools, best fix small tasks towards bigger goals. Love that. Excellent. For me, like I said, I derailed myself with an unexpected addition to my life. But I was happy to do it. Like I said, so I've wanted a silhouette for forever. My Cricut is it's a cartridge run, if that gives you an idea how old it is. So it was nice to join the computer age with a silhouette. Although I did lots of thinking about writing, which was good. I wrote notes down, that was progress. I didn't get to the breakdown that I wanted to get into with the actual either. I haven't decided if I want to use index cards or if I want to open up Plotter and use it on my PC, which tends to be up the most stable, and also the largest because I have a good size monitor that I could actually view it from. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. I know that I have this file that has turned into 23 pages of notes, guys, and it needs to be taken down into something that I can manage to deal with. Let's see. I want a sticker maker. Yeah, I printed my first sheet. I kind of I didn't realize all the little red dots that were in the middle of the photos or the images were going to be cut as well. So they worked, but in a real interesting way. Elaine, thinking time definitely counts as writing time. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's why I'm not as mad at myself, because I was still allowing myself to brainstorm and plot. So I'm accepting that. Now, as for the video work, we won't talk about that. That was one thing that, because of everything else and I moved this room around again, the second half of it. I have bookcases, guys. So this room is slowly taking shape, and as I do so, I'm discovering that certain things that I had set up no longer worked, so I had to move things around a bit, which that took, as you guys know, moving furniture around takes some time. So, but it's taking shape. The room's feeling like a room. It's feeling more cohesive, and we're enjoying. Okay, so let's do our 2-minute timer. What are you avoiding? Why? Does it still matter? And how are you going to make it priority number one? How are you going to get it done first thing? All right, let's see. 2-minute timer and go. And I should have noted, we actually have some wiggle room now because we are doing our planning session earlier in the day. So if that thing you've been avoiding can still get done today, dive in and get it done. You still have time to make that thing go away. Let's see. Elizabeth, I avoided meal planning this week and I plan to cook food today for lunches at work. I also did work in a library yesterday, which removed some distractions. I plan to write in a library more often. I like that strategy. That's good. Yeah, often we're in our own homes. We don't realize how many distractions are around us, right? Let's see, Elaine, lovely crying face. I've been avoiding editing the current book, but as it's due to the proofer next week, that is my first and only priority this week. You've got this. Let's see, Heather, I'm avoiding some phone calls that need to be made as well as cleaning the house. If the phone calls are important, get them done. Make them tomorrow's first thing you hit and get them finished. And again, clean the house, break it down, give yourself room by room, corner by corner, break it down into micro tasks to make your life easier. Phyllis, I have been avoiding some housework tasks for my new home. I have decided to schedule them, going to give myself some grace and maybe schedule some time off to focus on settling into my new place. Yeah, it takes a bit. It does, for sure. Writing, I am avoiding transferring some of my writing from my shared drive into my new writing tool. How is the, what was it called now? Final Draft Pro? No. Did I say it right? How's the program going? Let's see. Elizabeth, there is a lot of distractions when you have to keep your desk in your bedroom since you have nowhere else to put it. If you can get yourself maybe one of those wall room dividers or something simple, then you could maybe give yourself the sense of a divided space. That way you're not looking at the other things in your room. That way you focus more when you're at your desk. Potential idea. Let's see, Rita, avoiding declutter, but I've been doing a little, just want to get more accomplished. It's funny, but I have 4 hours of TV series I need to watch and get off PVR, and I'd rather write. Well, that's a very good feeling. Let's see, Phyllis, good point, Elizabeth. Changing a location can help you focus on your writing. I'm going to consider that. Yeah, I think I may bring my butt over to a coffee shop this week just to change it up and recenter myself. Let's see, Inca, I'm putting off finalizing the formatting of my book. It's almost done, but once I download the different versions, I have no more excuses to not publish. It's so scary. It'll be #1 job tomorrow. Take a deep breath. You've earned this. Get it out there into the world so people can purchase it and love it as much as you. Phyllis, for Final Draft. That's a book, actually. Oh, I love my brain. First Draft Pro looks like a good tool to me. I will keep you posted. Perfect. Thank you. Elizabeth, my desk is a few steps from my bed. I'm going to a cafe today after sprinting. Sweet. Or sprints. Can you reorientate your room to create more space? Like we just did, my daughter and I just redid her room because we realized that where we had the bed, it was consuming so much space that it only was leaving there was room for a desk on the side, but it was crowded and uncomfortable. The chair would get in the way of things. It was bumping into the bookcase. So we moved the bed to the entryway wall of the room, and then we left that gave us a nice big square to work with. So there was nothing changed about the room in terms of what was going in it or what had to be in it, but because we moved that bed off to you walk in the room, but it's the end of the bed is at the entrance of that room. So now you have to cut into the space, but it does make it so that there's more room and that there's more room for a chair, which, face it, if your desk is right against your bed, that's not going to feel very good. So maybe try a little reorientation and shift that bed over against the wall and move your desk maybe next to it, and that way you can maybe have your chair with more movement. Possibility. Let's see. Rita to Inca. I finished my develop. I just have gotten back to you. Just need to say love it and can't wait to read more. See, there you go. Elaine, congrats, Inca. That's exciting. It is. Thanks, Josie. You are so welcome. Okay, guys, we're gonna jump into our next panel, and well, this one, because we're in our Q4, I guess I probably should actually change those over. I will fix that in a moment. And they should now say probably Q4 and prep research for Q1, but we'll pretend that's what it says. My bed is against a couple walls already. See what you can do. See what you can do. Maybe a dresser can move out of the way or something. See, give yourself a... do it on paper first. Do not physically move things until you know. Okay, guys, long range goals, new for Q4. Prep research for Q1. Remove or delay new developments, and how do they impact your future plans? So for many of us, we are doing our HB90 plan right now for Q4. If you're not doing HB90, just look forward to what you want to see the next 3 months look like, the next 6 months. Just give yourself nice windows of time. What do you want to see happen in 2023? You know, and that way you can start to build those plans that are a little more long range. I mean, if you've got major plans, that's something like a 5-year off, put that down somewhere so you can kind of know that you're working toward it, right? Let's see, Inca, thanks, Rita, glad you enjoyed it. See, perfect. Elizabeth, there could be something to finish up in Q3 since there's 5 and a chunk days left in Q3. I plan to keep Kanban board completion in Q3. Perfect. Okay, see, I'm going to put a timer up so we can get into this. So let's look at our long range goals and see what it is that we're bringing in from Q4 and what we need to start considering for Q1, and go. What did you guys do? Okay, Elizabeth. Where are we here? Let's see. In Q1 next year, Oh, hold on. Elizabeth, in the last few days in Q3, I plan to get a couple more chapters finished in draft 2. I like that. Elizabeth, in Q1 next year, I plan to have book 1 ready for beta readers, which I need to find. I know my cousin agreed to read it, but I want to find more than one beta reader. I'll talk to my cousin about this soon, or at some point. That's okay, yeah. Do they read that genre, and do they read a lot? Because you want someone who's going to be able to support you with the right information. Let's see, Heather, Q4, finish first draft, work in progress, and figure out right nano project. Get house ready for dining room remodel to finally be finished. I still need to divide house to prepare for staging move in Q2. Sweet. Let's see, Elaine. I'm working on streamlining my production process in Q4 and then Q1. This year has been a lot slower for my publishing schedule, and I've been trying to identify sticky spots and ways to eliminate them. Oh, I like that. That's good. I love the forward thinking, and I love the fact that you're making it a process to make life easier for you. Elizabeth, next year I plan to get an LLC and find an editor for my book series. Awesome. Let's see. I also will get my author website set up next year. Perfect. Inka, last week of Q3, I'll be finalizing the formatting and finishing developmental edits for the first book of duology, so I can do the same for book 2 when Q4 begins. Very nice. Let's see, Rita. Oops. Q4 and Nano sign up soon. Perfect. Continue with accounting, library programs, crystals and rocks for homeschool kids grades 1 to 5, about 12 kids. Upload some content on YouTube. Continue writing and revising. Beautiful. Elizabeth, this cousin of mine, has a mechanical engineering degree. Oh, well, there you go. Read it. Oh, and actually order my wish list from Amazon for my new writer notebook. Ooh, nice. Nice reward. Elizabeth, I will have to research where I can find beta readers who read psychological thrillers. Maybe Facebook groups? See if this maybe... how would you do that without stepping on toes? So maybe your favorite psychological thriller authors, and see if maybe... Thoughts, guys? How do we do this to make sure you're getting genre-specific beta readers, at least some? How do we get that without stepping on toes and making people unhappy with us? Judy, selecting recipes for the family cookbook, and we'll use it to add the stories behind the recipes for NaNoWriMo. Love that. Inka, I'm planning to write a novella in Q4 and want to clear out our junk room so I can have my own writing room. Very nice. That is a wonderful thing to look forward to. Phyllis, Q3, finished my review and selection of tool. Q4, set revision goal revised during NaNoWriMo. Q1, attend writing conference. Very nice. Identify next steps. Possible find a writing coach or mentor. Very nice. Lane, sorry, beta groups, but also art groups. Okay. Inka to Elizabeth, there might be some in the HB Facebook group. Very good. Yes, very true. I'm currently in ARC mode. Laugh out loud. Okay. Hopefully that gives you some direction. Okay, guys, we need to dive into our projects. I can look into beta groups on Facebook. Yeah. I find, I don't know if it's a vibe I get. I'm a member on a couple of them, but I don't get the best feels from it. I don't know what it is that's bothering me per se. I don't know. Something about it doesn't feel good. So maybe start with the HB90 group, or the HB writing community group. And that way you can find maybe some sources that are for sure safe, right? Let's see, projects, active, current, new, task steps, using your incrementals of good, better, best goals to break it down and give yourself an achievable goal. a somewhat challenging and a very challenging goal. Problems and delays that you may see coming up, deadlines that you want to get down so you know what you're working toward, and are they serving your bigger goals? Let's see, Elaine, book sprout, but that has its own issues. Okay, good idea, and is not great for non-romance. Okay, see, this is where the genius of this group come together, because everybody has experience and knows where things are not going to work for you. Wait, I am still talking about arcs. Ugh, ignore me. I love it, Elaine. Okay, guys, let's get our projects down into our plan. Being Q4, I'm excited to see what new things you guys have planned. 2-minute timer and go. Okay, let's see, what did you guys come up with? Elaine, I'm sorry. Oh, I got up at 4 a.m. I'm still confuddled. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. And 4 a.m. is not a time to be up. Ever. As a person who used to get up 4 a.m. for work. Was not good for my brain, my body, my soul, my anything. I had people asking me if I was okay. I don't know if they thought I don't know what they thought I was dying of, but it was lack of sleep. Let's see, Elizabeth, book 2's draft 1 will be completed along with book 3's draft 1. Awesome. Rita, same projects for me. Nexus, Lear, counting photos, but I think I can start loading flash drives. Progress, I love that. Elizabeth Elaine, I was up at 3:45 a.m. yesterday to work from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. at work for overtime hours, and last night I slept somewhere between 11 to 12 hours. I needed the sleep. Oh yeah, yes. You were probably unconscious within seconds. Elaine, current project, getting this stupid book edited and to the proofer by next Monday. You got this. You've got this. It'll take some extra caffeine, but you've got this. Heather, finishing first draft, cleaning, staging house, getting ready for remodel, divorce. Perfect. Rita, it's going to be nice. Oops. It's what? Nice challenge to return to my already started new novel for Nano. it's going to be a nice, I think you said it's going to be a nice challenge to return to my already started new novel for Nano, and just to actually sign up and participate is going to be amazing. Yes. I do Camp Nanos, but I truly do love the vibe of November. It is so, it's the main one, it's the main show, and the events and the activities and just the community is so energized, and it just feels so good. I love November for that, and and October as well. Preptober. I mean, it's already gearing up. You can start to feel it already. You know. Let's see. Let's see here. Elaine to Elizabeth, I will definitely be napping later. And yeah, getting this book done will serve my income publishing goals. Yes, it will. So focus on that and get it done. Phyllis, good revision plan by November 1st. Better revision plan and most of my manuscript organized and new tool by October 31st. Love that. Best revision plan outline and manuscript and new tool by October 28th. Oh, I love that. And that gives you a little window there to play and get organized. Elizabeth, working 6 days in a row at a job, as well as dealing with writing, working out, and a couple migraines hitting in the afternoon this week, and having a couple people over yesterday evening. Tired to be. Yes, that was a busy week. Elaine, so looking forward to Nano. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait to do all the things. Okay, guys. Let's see here. What do we need to do now? We are switching now to our smaller tasks. Chores, errands, meal planning, admin tasks, banking and bill due dates, which I know I have a few I have to focus on. Self-care, write it down so at least some of it happens. Sprints you want to attend, and can you batch together shorter tasks to make them into blocks of time so you can structure them within your day and know they're going to get done and not forgotten. Okay guys, 2-minute timer and go. And my computer's being slow. No crashies, right? Okay guys, let's do our smaller tasks. What did you guys come up with? Why stay with me? Let's see. Elizabeth, oh, I am stoked for NaNoWriMo. I can't wait to see your how your 100K goal turns out. And I may be joining you on that because I think that is Very, very cool. I think what I'm going to do is a good, better, best. I'm going to go 50, 75, and 100. And that way I can also serve the purposes, the nature of the story. I think that'll go far. Elizabeth, I have to cook some food this evening for lunches at work. I should go buy a few things at the grocery store. Perfect. Inca, 2 books to publish in Q4, a novella to write, goal 1 books, goal 1 books, a newsletter subscriber base, and social media following to build goal 2 platform. Ooh, like that. Personal health and home improvement, goal number 3, personal, like that. That's actually really good. Let's see. Elizabeth, working out at YMCA is my self-care time since I can release a lot of pent-up energy and gain positive mental and emotional energy. Nicely said. I must keep working out and swimming at the Y in my life. Perfect. Elaine, meal planning and sending out the partner to get takeaway food is the plan for this week. We've already talked about best ways to support my work this week as it will be stressful. I also need to, let's see, need to book a few handy people to fix stuff around the house, which I'll do this AM during sprints. Beautiful. Elizabeth, it's good to have fun at the YMCA. So true. Inca, I do these twice a day already, 1 task block in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, evening, and then meal planning with the husband at the weekends when we do the online grocery shop. I like that. I like that you do it together. It's very sweet. That's actually really nice. Let's see. I desperately want to start just doing it online because I am not a fan of going in the grocery store anymore. Just personal opinion. YMCA, that's still under copyright, guys. Let's see, it's fun to stay at the YMCA. Yes. Heather, get the calls made to pay non-reoccurring bills. Smart. Check bank account. Probably do that before paying. Yes, I agree. Lunch Sunday with brother and sister-in-law as they will be driving through town. I like that. Nice. Nicely balanced. I will be bouncing in and out of sprints all week as necessary to get these edits done, plus watching some of Tracy and Sarah's replay sprints. Thank you. I hope they serve you well. Rita, I need to write up grocery list program ideas with the books I have requested from library and pick up new books. Writing projects, keep up notes, library program, pick up the ordered books. Sweet. Okay, and let's see, Phyllis. I used my good, better, best as a start to break down tests to get my memoir manuscript revised during NaNoWriMo. Once I organize my writing in Tool, I just need to determine my word count for revision. Perfect. Rita, and decide what to share with the kids and what rocks and crystals to bring for the second Thursday of October. Ones they can touch and ones they cannot touch. That way you can fascinate as well as have that tactile experience. Elizabeth, speaking of food, I have a pineapple to cut up and eat. Sweet. Literally. Rita, I do the everyday house stuff after writing sprint and before. Elaine, it's so much easier grocery shopping online. Yes. I need to join the club. Elizabeth, I don't want that pineapple to go bad, so I'm going to cut it up and eat a bunch of it today. Sweet. Elaine, I'm going to be watching the one where you have the Viking hat and beard. I can't wait to pull all that out again. Those are all ready to go because I have to get my Nano on. You guys know me. They can touch most of them. I'm not sure if I'll bring the more fragile ones. Could be bad for them, yes. Just maybe bring the ones that they are pretty safe. All right. Okay, guys, we are diving into our next panel. Important dates for the next 2 weeks, including, I should write this one down, but since we are going into a new month, you may want to consider populating your monthly calendar as well, if you haven't already done so. And if you are using a social media calendar, that might also be a good time to pull out both your October calendars out and work on them. Let's see. So for the next 2 weeks, events and birthdays, appointments, commitments, deadlines, and any travel time or action prep that is needed. So if you need to buy a gift or a birthday card or something, give yourself enough time. If you've got to mail it, give yourself even more time, and give yourself a deadline so you can make sure that you get that done. Okay guys, 2-minute timer and go. Let's go into our paper planner monthlies, or into our Google Calendar, and see what the dates are, and go. Let's see. Okay. Slide back here. Elaine, yay. I love it. That's what time are sprints and Plan With Me next week? Well, if you guys are liking this, we could keep the same frame. I feel like this is a good balance because it allows us to do our planning session on Sunday afternoon, and still leaves room for sprints and leaves room for getting things done that may not have gotten pushed back a little bit. So we can do the Saturday 5 p.m. Eastern for writing sprints, 3 p.m. on Sunday for the Plan With Me, and 5 p.m. for the writing sprints. We won't know entirely how our energy will feel until we do the second part today, but so far I think it feels really good. How do you guys feel so far? Elizabeth, I have to reschedule a certain appointment that I had scheduled some time ago. The current date doesn't work, and it can and should be pushed further into the future so I can prep what I need. Perfect. Oops. Okay. Too far. I also have a side thing I mostly finished that will get done in the next couple of days since it's almost finished. Perfect. Heather, this week is clear. Next week, Saturday, lunch with brother, Monday appointment. Beautiful. Let's see. Elaine, just book deadlines for me. October 3rd to proofer, October 10th to upload. My poor family and friends are used to me disappearing from the face of earth around release time. But it's in a good way. No visits until after that. Perfect. Okay. Let's see, Inca. I have a photo shoot coming up on the 10th of October in a gym. Sadly, no buff-eye candy for me. I need to familiarize myself with hubby's camera because mine died. Oof, that sucks. Maybe start looking at replacement, either somewhere in Q4, maybe for Christmas gift for yourself, if it's something that is important to you. That could be a nice, useful gift that would serve you well. Elizabeth, a bit of editing on the writing and I'll be done with this. I've seen a paper up at the YMCA saying you can write your story and submit it, so that I'll finish and send it before the end of Wednesday. Nice. Let's see, Phyllis, oops, let's see, Phyllis. I have to get my COVID booster next week. Yeah, we just got our go-aheads to book, so we got to get that done as well. Need to plan some downtime rest for 24-48 hours afterwards. So true, so true. And thanks for the reminder. You are so welcome, and thank you for the reminder. Let's see, Elizabeth, I've written about a near-death accident I had in 2020 and how I overcame that. A few more things to add, change, and it will be done. Sweet. Let's see, Elaine, yes, I like these times, although also fine with whatever. Okay, let's see here. Canva Farida workshop, October 15th and 16th with Essay Crow on Discord. Nice. I so need to learn how to use that program. Canva is wonderfully amazing, and I have Photoshop, but I do 90% of my posts for Instagram on my phone because it's with me. It's in my hand. Let's see. Inca, I'm setting aside this week to get this book uploaded and relaunching my website. Perfect. We have about 20 cameras in the house. Not sure I can justify another one. They have to be able to do what you need them to do for quality wise. All right. You don't need any bad images. Let's see. Phyllis, the new times work for me as well. Perfect. Okay. Well, we'll probably run with that next week unless I don't think, what was I going to say? Oh, no, that won't interfere. We have double down day on Saturdays, so I'd be 5 p.m. anyway. So I don't even have to shift anything around. It just stays as the event as normal time. And Sunday, as far as I know, there are no other conflicting things. So 3 p.m. should be fine for planning, and 5 p.m. should be great for sprints. Let's see, Elizabeth, I went into cardiac arrest that day in July 2020. After river current moving quickly took me with it. I swallowed 10 pounds of water and sand, and a man did CPR on me and I survived it. Yes, you need to share that story. Wow. 10 pounds of water and sand. Whoa. Elaine was, I'm so glad you're still here. Yes, that's in, wow. I'm trying to process the 10 pounds of water and sand having, wow. Oh, wow. That's, I don't even have words for that. I am so glad you're still here. I am so glad you survived that. You have to share that story with us when you get it done so we can see that. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Okay, guys. Wow, Elizabeth, that's horrific. Glad you're still with us. Definitely. It was in the White Mountains where cell reception was poor. Oh. Share the story if you're allowed to. I don't know what the rules of the contest is, so once you're allowed to, let us know, okay? Yikes. Let's see. Wow, glad you're still with us, definitely. Okay, guys, on that note, let's dive into what do we want to get ahead of. We are heading into a new quarter, so this one may be a little bit more about Q1, Q2 plans, maybe. Do you have any plans coming up at the latter part of Q4 or somewhere in Q1 or Q2 that you know you need to get something ahead of and a completed state, or at least a buffer for yourselves before you reach that deadline? 2-minute timer, guys, and go. So you want to create for vacations or longer interruptions like surgeries, or I like even Phyllis's approach, because whenever you get your COVID booster, you're going to be uncomfortable for a couple days and you're not going to be at your max. So go, guys. See what to do. Let's see. Where did I go off to? Elizabeth, it's not a contest. It's just that you can share your story if you want to. I can share the story once I'm done with it. Perfect. Thank you. And only if you want to. No pressure. Unless I'm going to have to run. Thanks for the fine time. You're so welcome. Let's see. Heather, holidays next quarter, and I am dealing with Medicare at work, so little to no ability to take time off outside of holidays from October 1st to December 7th. Elaine, I was hoping to take the last week of October off, but I think I'm going to use it to outline my next big novel so I can have more time off around Christmas, which is our summer big holiday period. I like that strategy. Yes, and basically upon looking at it, you can see where that time off would serve you better. I love that. Let's see. Elaine, bye Phyllis, definitely. Elizabeth, I can and will write in a library at least twice this week. I'm still waiting on a part for my laptop, so I'll have to use my iPad until this man repairing my laptop is done with fixing it and getting the right charger for it. Perfect. Okay, guys, we are heading into our... I feel like I should move this one down a little bit to where maybe the projects are a little bit, and then go with the smaller tasks, but that's okay. Next week. Larger goals, micro tasks, measured increments, next tasks of the projects, good, better, best goals, breaking it down, giving yourself an easier task, a more challenging task, and an amazing if I achieve this task level. Break it down and get it done. Let's see. Elizabeth, recovering from that accident was difficult, but I did make a full recovery, which I'm eternally grateful for. Yes, definitely. Nothing to share. Okay, 2-minute timer, guys. Now let's look over those projects and the bigger goals and see if we can break things down into smaller chunks to make them easier for us to attack. I'm loving Phyllis's way that she breaks things down, that she She, for the very simple, she has her outline by this date. The next one, she has the outline and basically moves the date a little bit, and then she's always kind of adding and shaping it to make it more of a challenge for herself, which I love. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and let's take a look at those larger goals and see what we can do to make them easier to accomplish. And go. Okay, let's see here. Heather, I need to call Mom. Thank you for the planning time. See you for the sprints. You're so welcome. We'll see you in just shy of an hour. Let's see, Elaine, I'm going to allot 1 day each for editing Act 1, Act 2A, 2B, 3, and then tidy up, cough, actually write the ending from Friday, Saturday, final read through Sunday, then to the proofer. Tight, but you've got this. I like that breakdown. Elizabeth, good. 4 chapters in draft 4. Better. 5 chapters in draft 2, sorry. 5 chapters in draft 2. Best 6 chapters in draft 2. I like that. Very nicely done. Elaine, it sounds so doable when I say it like that, but we'll see. And make sure coffee's in the list. And takeout will definitely make your life easier. Make sure to have like maybe snackies around or something you can nibble on and work and keep your energy up. Let's see, what do we have left? Oh, we're on to Elaine's favorite. Reality check. Can you successfully manage to do everything you have chosen with the time you have this week? What should you delay? Protect yourself from burnout. Now, Elaine, you're doing a short-term thing, so you know you're protecting yourself because it's only the 1 week. But maybe the following week, make sure you schedule yourself a little bit, a day off, a complete and total day off or something, just to refresh and renew. Rita, using ready sprints for only writing, tours, etc. between the sprints, photos, good look at 2 flash drives. I could already have most of the digital photos off the laptop already. Sweet. Rita, sign up for Nano and outline for a new novel. Awesome. Okay, guys, 2-minute timer, and oh no, really, I can't afford a really check this week. Like I said, coffee and plan yourself an amazing day off for afterwards. The following week. Let's see. Elizabeth, I find it odd how caffeine makes me sleepy due to my ADHD, and yet it energizes people. This blows my mind. Yeah, it's I think what happens is it doesn't necessarily, like, a little energizes you. A lot just makes you not energized, like fidgety and unfocused, and it's like it's such a balancing act of how much serves you and how much messes you up. Okay guys, 2-minute timer. Let's go look through those plans and see where we need to make adjustments. Oop, and go. Okay, let's see here. This was a small kind of caffeine could put me to sleep. Interesting. Rita, since library day with the kids is Thursday, I will change the accounting days to Tuesday and Wednesday. Schedule more reading time and allow TV time. I'm fine with the writing. Elizabeth, I see that I can do what I have set out to do. No hormonal migraines this week since this happened last week. Perfect. Yeah, I think the one thing that I've been trying to do, it hasn't happened because, well, it was the one thing that when I filled out my master week plan, guess what didn't get on it? So, if I actually want that to happen, I need to actually put it into the schedule and make it happen. So add a step when you guys are populating your planners to go back and see if there's anything you've missed putting into your master plan, because that it could get, if you don't get it down in that secondary spot, you may not see it and then you might not get it done. Let's see, a reality, it has to get done, so it will get done. Yes, and plan a reward afterwards. Dinner out, maybe a night at a nice hotel or something to relax. I don't know, some ideas. Day trip somewhere, go have a picnic with the hubby. Inca, I've scheduled in a lot of buffer time for this week because I know it'll be stressful and I've given myself Friday off. I'm gonna binge watch Netflix and read all day. I love that. Inca, laugh a little line. Perfect. Okay, guys. So your next steps are to populate your planner, create your master plan or ideal week. Try to get that done today so you can head into your new week ready to go. Like I said, double check it too. Make sure you didn't miss anything, because I didn't even realize I wasn't writing that down onto the master week until I just realized it this second. Schedule your self-care, create Monday's daily plan if you can, and celebrate your successes, guys. Follow the plan and build your dreams. That's what we're doing here. Let's see, Elaine, I'm going to spend a clothes voucher in a very expensive shop after this book is done and buy a horror game to play through October as my rewards. Can we have a name of the game, please? That sounds amazing. Sounds like something my daughter and I would absolutely both love. Elizabeth, reality checks mean that my unrealistic wishes will be silenced and reality will set the course. I love it. Okay, guys. We are at the end of our planning session, but we have writing in about 40 minutes. So let's still take the break that we've earned, go and kick back and relax for a little bit, have a little bite, and I'll see you guys back here in 40 minutes to do our writing sprints. And get the words on the page. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Go kick back and relax. Ooh, good rewards, Elaine, definitely. Okay, guys. I guess, let's see, yeah, other than just making sure you get yourself set up for a successful week, I'll see you guys for words. See you guys in a little bit. The Dark Thingy anthology is what I'm planning running. I can't remember the name. It's enough time for me. Sweet. And the rewards, guys. You are so welcome, Elaine. Okay, guys, I will see you shortly. 40 minutes. Go kick back, relax, have some lunch, or a snack at least, so you have the energy